Well, it's not really 2026. It's still 2025, but zombies. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of We Bury the Dead, the new film from director Zach Hilditch. Okay, in this 2026 movie that is actually being reviewed in 2025, that was actually filmed in 2024, this movie is about a post-apocalyptic scenario where a young woman played by Daisy Ridley travels to Tasmania, which has been recently nuked by accident, and now there are a bunch of zombies, and she's looking for her husband who traveled to Tasmania to work, and in the process, she meets a character played by Brenton Thwaites, who is there to help with the salvage of these people, the salvage of this country, but there are zombies. Some of them may or may not be like sentient, and this woman and this young guy go on this journey to basically recover her husband, but also help with the the recovery efforts of this country and so on and so forth. So that's basically We Bury the Dead. It's a zombie movie. It releases January 2nd. It is the first movie of 2026. So it doesn't happen very often that literally the 2nd of January we get a brand new movie. I know We Bury the Dead premiered at, of course, South by Southwest. I know it was filmed in 2024, but usually they wait like a week after the new year to put out a movie, so we'll get like Primate and Greenland 2. But We Bury the Dead was a film that has been released technically already, and it's garnered pretty decent reviews, to be fairly honest, which is kind of surprising for a January 2nd movie. Maybe it's just because it's been out for quite a while, but it has 88% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it has Daisy Ridley, so that's got to be a promise for something. Plus, Brenton Thwaites is in this movie, so there you go. So anyways, with that said, my honest opinion of this movie is I wasn't a huge fan of it, to be fairly honest. I think it's boring. I don't think a lot happens. I think it's very tropey. I think it's very predictable, but at least Daisy Ridley and Brenton Thwaites are decent in the movie. It doesn't do much to kind of alleviate the drama and alleviate the idea of zombies. I think the zombies are kind of cool with the chattering and the crunching of their teeth and stuff like that. It's really unsettling, but this movie is trying to do what a lot of zombies movies do, or a lot of zombie stories do, is have one character, have one, like a group of individuals that are zombies who may be sentient, and we kind of learn about it a little bit. But I think 28 years later did this much better, and from what I see from the Bone Temple trailer, it might do it even much better than that. So I don't know. I feel like this movie is gorgeous to look at, and there are positives about it, but it's not a movie I'm going to remember in a month. It's not a movie I'm going to remember at the end of the year as a top 10 movie at all. It's going to be like one of those middle of the road type of movies that released very early in the year. And I mean, it's a shame because they could do, Zach Hilditch and, the cast and crew are really attempting to try an interesting premise, but they kind of go into the same tropes as you've seen before. And I don't know. I didn't fall in love with this movie at all. I was wanting to look at my phone half the time, and I feel like this movie is going to be one of those movies that doesn't do very well. It's going to be kind of left by the wayside. You're going to see it on VOD in a couple of weeks, and in the end, I mean, you may like it. I mean, I honestly don't know. I just personally felt that the movie was just missing so much fun and entertainment value. It actually felt quite boring, like I said. But the world that it's shot in, I think it's shot in Australia. It's supposed to be Tasmania. I think the concept of the simple fact of like a country was doing an experimental like nuclear test, accidentally set off a nuclear bomb, similar to like Jericho or something like that. And the idea of going into the country and trying to, do a recovery effort, a cleanup effort to kind of make this country livable again, and all that kind of stuff is interesting. And the concepts and ideas are interesting, but it just, in the end, it doesn't feel like it adds much to anything. And that's kind of a shame, to be fairly honest. And it's kind of a waste of talents for, of course, Daisy Ridley, who is still trying to find her way out of the Star Wars franchise, which she was so unfortunately used in a really bad sense. And she's trying to find something that will garner the attention of something. And she was in one of the Hercule Poirot movies. But Brenton Thwaites is just your atypical kind of douchebaggy character that kind of maybe comes around and once again, the idea of like these people don't really understand the zombie horde or whatever, what they represent. It does lead to an ending which, may or may not make you mad, or may or may not make you go, that seems illogical. I mean, it is what it is. It is the first movie to come out in 2026, so at least I got to give it that. But it's just not a very good movie, to be fairly honest. I just really wasn't on board with it, and I was quite bored by it. So there you go. Anyways, that'll do it. That'll be my first take and my first review for 2026, even though it comes out in 2025. So first review will probably be Primate, I'm assuming, or Greenland too, one of those two. So look forward to that. Anyways, with that said, thank you so much for watching my reviews. I do appreciate it. In the comments below, have you seen this movie? Because it was a mystery movie a couple weeks ago. Are you looking forward to this movie? Let me know why. Otherwise, if you like what you see on this channel, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming next. If you like this video, awesome. Hit that like button. And as always, we'll see you guys in whatever review I do next. Peace out, guys.